Hi, first graders, welcome back. This is week 7, day 5. Just like our last lesson together, day 3, this lesson, day 5, will require quite a few materials. Let's go over them together. You'll need your thinking cap, your listening ears, a pencil, your modules 3 and 4 EL workbook, pliers, tweezers, a pasta server, and either a handful of Legos or a handful of Unifix cubes. You'll also need a bowl of water. Now, this is a lot of materials, so I'm going to ask that you pause the video and go find an adult. Ask your adult or your grown-up to help you gather these materials and invite them to sit with you during the rest of our lesson. Go ahead and press pause so that you can get all of these things gathered for today's lesson. Then press play when you're ready to learn. Okay, first graders. Hopefully, you have gathered your materials and you have a grown-up to help you learn today. Let's start our lesson by looking at our Birds in the Wilderness song. We have now gone through this song 2 times. This time, I chose the bird called a pelican. Let's look at the verbs that we can use to describe a pelican's beak. What verbs do you see beside pelican? I see the word fall and dive. Those verbs are similar, but they have small differences. I've added the words fall, dive, and pelican into our song. Are you ready to sing our Birds in the Wilderness song? Now that we've done it twice before, I'm going to invite you to sing it with me the first time, instead of listening to me once. Okay, get your singing voice ready. Start at the word here. Here we fall like pelicans in the wilderness, pelicans in the wilderness, pelicans in the wilderness. Here we fall like pelicans in the wilderness, fall and dive like birds. Let's sing it again. Starting here. Here we fall like pelicans in the wilderness, pelicans in the wilderness, pelicans in the wilderness. Here we fall like pelicans in the wilderness, fall and dive like birds. Good job. Let's do it one more time. Starting here. Here we fall like pelicans in the wilderness, pelicans in the wilderness, pelicans in the wilderness. Here we fall like pelicans in the wilderness, fall and dive like birds. Good job. Those words, fall and dive, those are verbs that describe the actions that the pelican takes. It falls and dives into the water. Good job. Our brains, our bodies, our voices are all warmed up now, so we can jump into today's learning target. Today's target says, I can use evidence to explain the type of beak that is best for scooping fish. Let's read that again. I can use evidence to explain the type of beak that is best for scooping fish. I remember this word from our day 3 lesson, evidence. Remind me, what does that word mean? That word evidence means proof or facts. So we'll be using proof or facts that we gather to help us explain the type of beak that's best for scooping fish. Now, are we going to be scooping live fish out of the lake today? No, we won't. But we are going to be scooping Legos or cubes. Those Legos and cubes will be pretending to be fish. Let's get ready for our challenge with a little bit of a science talk. Which beak is the best at scooping fish without getting too much water? Pliers, tweezers, or a pasta spoon? Make a prediction. Which beak, we really mean tool, do you think will be the best at scooping fish? Why do you think that? Share. Which one will be the best? And why do you think that? I see. Good prediction. Now we're going to move from our science talk into our challenge or our experiment. We're going to take each of these tools and see which one is the best at scooping out fish without getting too much water. Go ahead and put your Legos inside of your water. Then, turn to page 23 in your EL workbook. Pause the video so that you have time to put your Legos in the water and open up that workbook. Okay, friends, at the top of the workbook, it says Birds Research Notebook Part 2, page 10. Now, there's a little bit of an oopsie in our workbook. It says Beaks That Crush Challenge, but we're looking for Beaks That Scoop. It also says numbers of seeds cracked. You can cross that out with your pencil, just like I have, because we aren't seeing which beaks can crack today. We're looking for how they can scoop up fish. So just mark that out, just like I have. As you're using each tool, for example, when you're using the pliers, you're going to see how many fish or Legos you can get at one time. You'll write that number in the box, as well as writing any kind of notes about how difficult it was or how easy it was. Let's look at our first tool, the pliers. Get out your pliers. Take your pliers and scoop as many Legos as you can at one time using the pliers. After you've scooped with the pliers, write how many Legos or fish you were able to scoop in this box. Our next tool are the tweezers. Take your tweezers and see how many fish or Legos you can scoop out of the bowl of water. Then write the number of fish that you were able to scoop in this box, along with any other notes you may want to make. If you need more time to make your notes about your pliers and tweezers, just press pause. If you're ready to move on, go ahead and get out your pasta spoon or your pasta server. Take that pasta server and see how many Legos you can scoop. Write how many fish or Legos that you can scoop in this box here, along with any notes that you may want to make. If you need more time to write down notes or how many fish you were able to scoop, just press pause. Okay, researchers, science. Now that you have used each of these tools to try to scoop your fish, let's look at the area at the bottom of your workbook page. It reads, I think the best tool for scooping fish was the blank, because blank. Fill in those blanks with the tool and the evidence for why you chose that tool. I will give you a few minutes to complete this. Okay, first graders, I'm unable to see how far you are in your sentence. So if you need more time, press the pause button and press play when your sentence is done. I'd like to hear your sentence. Read your sentence to me, starting at I. Good. If you chose the pasta server or the pasta spoon, give me a thumbs up. Yes, this tool is just like the pelican's beak. It's able to catch things in that middle part, or you can see it over here too on the left-hand side. It's able to catch as many Legos as you want. And the water can drain through the bottom just like a pelican's beak, where your tweezers can only get maybe one or two, and your pliers, they don't do much better. But that pasta spoon is designed to scoop. It's interesting because when we think about our last experiment with the seeds, the pliers were the best tool. So this is a good way for us to see and understand that different beaks do different jobs, whether it's crushing seeds or scooping fish. Today's learning target said, I can use evidence to explain the type of beak that is best for scooping fish. And you were able to do that. You engaged in a little experiment, gathering proof or evidence to help you explain what type of beak was the best for scooping fish. I'll see you next time. Way to go, scientists and researchers. You did a wonderful job today. Bye, friends.